Hey guys, this is Chad Lewis from Sojourn, and this is a plea to our membership for leaders for something we're going to call learner groups. And kind of the situation is in the last couple of years, we've seen an influx of numbers on Sundays, people coming to gatherings, and we see that translate into about 50% of those who come on Sundays being involved in group life. And we definitely don't think that's enough. We know that people need relationships throughout the week where people are probing and looking into their hearts and challenging them with the gospel. So what we've prayerfully decided to do is expand the definition of group life, and we're going to use it in 3 different areas now. These are 3 of our 5 identities that we have as sojourners. We have family, learner, and servants, and the 2 that aren't listed are missionary and worshiper. But we're going to create 2 new categories for groups within group life. Family groups are just our classic community groups. And that's a majority of our body will be involved in those groups where you get together and hang out, do family time, and it's just a good time to discuss the sermon and get in each other's lives. But we're finding that that realm or that context doesn't fit everyone's needs. So we're going to create 2 other types of groups, learner groups and servant groups. And I'd like to talk to you a little bit about learner groups, what they are and what we need as far as leaders for that. Learner groups are going to be similar to community groups, and they're going to meet and they're still going to take care of needs of each other, but you're going to be meeting around a different curriculum. You're going to be selecting a book of the Bible or using some study material that we have in order to facilitate discussion. It's still going to be a discussion type group, but you'll be looking at Bible doctrine through Grudem or The Praying Life, a new book out that we're all reading, and just talk through those things and see how those things apply to your life. They can meet in the mornings. They're not having to meet in the evenings. They can meet anytime, but they're going to look a lot like any other group we have here. We kind of draw circles sometimes and divide groups up into 3 parts. For a community group, we'd have family up here, and then we'd have learning and serving at the bottom. So the majority of the time you're spending on family stuff. Well, the learner group is going to look similar, but you're going to take learning and make that the top half of the circle. So 50%, 60, 70% of your time is going to be up there, and then the rest of your time will be doing family stuff and serving stuff. So we basically just need leaders who have a passion for learning and facilitating discussion. You'll have to do prep and different things like that. We're offering child care reimbursement for learning groups too. And basically leaders will need to do one of 3 things. Be one of all these 3 things actually. Willing to lead groups and facilitate the discussion. Provide care for people in your group. So if there's a crisis or something going down, you're saying, yeah, no, I'm willing to lead and facilitate help and care for these people. And then the 3rd thing is helping people get plugged in after your learning group is over, like if it's for 25 weeks, saying, I want to help you find another group after this group ends so that you don't just fall off the wayside. So if you're interested in discussing this more, we're going to need a lot of members who aren't in functional leadership right now, who aren't leading community groups, who aren't doing other things like that, who have a passion for learning to be able to lead these things. You can email me as a first step at clewis@sojournchurch.com. That's clewis@sojournchurch.com. It's just Chad Lewis without the HAD, so clewis@sojournchurch.com. And then secondly, I'll send you a little 1-page form saying, hey, this is some information we need from you. And then you'll set up a time to meet with me or a ministry leader just to share your heart briefly, and then we'll give you the okay. After this month of trying to recruit leaders, we want to roll out with a lot of learner groups. And then after Ecclesiastes, a book study that we're going to be doing as a church here, we want to roll out 2 special type of learning groups, so we'll need leaders for these as well. One, it will be a seeker study using Reason for God by Tim Keller that non-Christians can come to a safe environment and kind of hear and just kind of give out their questions and be able to journey with you on that. And the second type of group will be going through a book called God in the Dark by Os Guinness for those Christians who are just having severe doubts and struggles with doubt. And you can have a passion for leading that group if you've gone through doubts, and if you're a Christian, you've definitely gone through seasons of doubt like we all have. So if God is laying these things on your heart, first step is just to contact me, grab me on Sunday, shoot me an email, call the church office, do something like that, and we'll discuss these things because we're very excited and we want to get tons of more people involved in Christian relationships. So signing out, thank you.